You are listening to Part 14B of the podcast series, 15 Laws of Growth.
The question is, how do we tap the 90% potential number? The answer is found in changing, one, how we think, and two, what we do. Now, this is going to be very simple. I don't even need to explain it. I'm just going to jumpstart you. Let's talk about how we think. We got to change how we think. Number one, we need to stop thinking more work and start thinking what works. If working longer and harder made you successful, then developing countries would already be successful. Because I've traveled enough and watched poor people work hard to know that that is not the answer. Number two, we need to stop thinking, can I? And start thinking, how can I? Oh, yes. See, can I is filled with questions and doubts. How can I? You've already settled the issue that you're going to try it. Now you're just going to say, how can I do it? It's not, am I going to do it? There's a world of difference between can I and how can I. And we need to stop thinking one door, one way, and start thinking many doors, many ways. This idea that if there's only one door of opportunity for you, and if you don't catch it and find it at the right time, you're lost. I'm telling you, I don't know where we ever learned that, but that's a bunch of garbage. First of all, let me just say this. If you find the open door, the first thing you're going to do when you get through it is you're going to get disappointed because you're going to find out it doesn't have everything you thought it had on the other side. You see, one door just gives you access to go get another door, that gives you access to find another door, that gives you access to find another door, that gives you access to find another door. And by the time you really have found everything that you need, you've gone through many doors. And I've watched people who, boy, I just had my hopes set on that. Wow, that opportunity closed. Boy, I didn't get that. I didn't. What am I going to do? I didn't get that job. Quit thinking one door. There are many doors. And we not only need to change how we think, we need to change what we do. Okay. Number one, stop doing only those things you have done and start doing those things you could or should do. In other words, a lot of the stuff that we're doing, we could stop because it's pretty worthless and start doing the things that we could or should do. Now, and let me just read the paragraph. At first, you do what you know. But the more that you do what you know, you will discover additional worthy things, innovative things that you know you should do. At this point is a pivotal decision. If you know what you should do but continue to do what you've always done, you're in a rut. But if you know what you should do and then do what you know you should do, you're leading and you're growing. Get out of your comfort zone. Stay in your strength zone. Don't ever get out of your strength zone. That's disaster. But always get out of your comfort zone. Okay. Number two, stop doing what is expected and start doing more than is expected. Jack Welch calls that getting out of the pile. Just get out of the pile. Do more than is expected of you. Have your standards higher than the people that have standards for you. Number three, stop doing important things every once in a while and start doing important things every day. If it's important, don't treat it like a birthday once a year. Do it every day. Okay. Boy, the law of expansion. I love that law because I just know that once you start growing, you think you have capacity, and you're going to say, boy, I'm going to get to my capacity. And the reason I know the 90% number, by the way. The 90% number is a trick. Let me explain it to you. What you find is when you start growing, you think, okay, I'll cover all this territory and I'll have arrived, only to realize that the more you know that you don't know. And the more you have done, the more you know that you haven't done. And so what happens is that number is always out in front of you because the more you experience, the more you realize you still haven't experienced near enough.